The hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth is 104 degrees, Death Valley, California. July 10th, 1913. It's on the sign at the park entrance. It's in every textbook. It's also, almost certainly, fake. In January, a paper in the Bulletin of the American Meteorological Society reconstructed that day using 102 years of data from surrounding stations. Their conclusion, the real number, was about 14 degrees cooler. Here's the tell. With a warmer planet and better instruments, Death Valley has only touched 130 degrees twice in the modern era. A guy in 1913 with a mercury thermometer somehow beat us by 4. The record is wrong. The heat is very real, and almost everything else you think you know about which states are hot is wrong too. 10 states to avoid. 3 that are actually cool. Oh, let's go. The feels like lie. One thing first, because it changes every number in this video. That feels like temperature on your weather app. It's based on an imaginary man. In 1979, a researcher named Robert Stedman had to pick a person to model. Oh. So he invented one, 5'7", 147 pounds. Long pants, short-sleeved shirt, walking 3 miles an hour into a slight breeze in the shade. Every heat index you've ever seen is a calculation about that guy. And his model broke at high temperatures, so the Weather Service just extrapolated and guessed. In 2022, physicists at Berkeley fixed it and found the official heat index had been underestimating severe heat waves by as much as 20 degrees. So every number I give you is the conservative version. Number 10, Kansas. All-time state record, 121 degrees. Alton, Kansas, July 1936. That is the hottest temperature ever recorded in the United States outside the desert, southwest. Not Arizona, Kansas. And it's 90 years old. The summer of 1936 killed over 5,000 Americans. 17 states broke their all-time record, but one summer. And 13 of those records are still standing today. 9 decades of a warming planet, and 13 states still can't beat 1936. The reason? The Dust Bowl had stripped every drop of moisture from the soil. No water means no evaporation. No evaporation means no cooling. The plains became a hot plate. Number 9. Oklahoma. It hit 120 degrees in that same 1936 summer. But forget records. Measured by average summer daily high, what a normal July actually feels like. Oklahoma sits at 92.3 degrees. That's essentially tied with Arizona, the state with a sun on its license plate. Oklahoma is as hot as Arizona all summer, and nobody warns you. Number 8. Nobody sees this one coming. Wisconsin. The highest heat index ever measured in the United States did not happen in Arizona or Texas or Florida. It happened in Appleton, Wisconsin. July 13th, 1995. Air temperature, 101. Hot, but not remarkable. Dew point 90. Anything above 75 is oppressive. 80 is rainforest. Miserable. 90 is a number most of the planet never sees. The resulting heat index was roughly 108 degrees. Why? In Wisconsin. And here's why. Corn sweat. Corn pulls water up through its roots and releases it as vapor through pores in its leaves. An acre can pump thousands of gallons into the air every day. In midsummer, the Corn Belt becomes a giant humidifier. The deadliest air in American history was manufactured by vegetables. Number 7. Illinois. Same week, that wall of corn sweat humidity rolled southeast into Chicago, and roughly 750 people died in a matter of days. The morgues ran out of space. No hurricane, no tornado, just air. And Chicago 1995 is the specific event where those Berkeley physicists found the heat index had been underestimated by 20 degrees. Everyone in that city was told it was dangerous. Nobody was told how dangerous, because the formula couldn't go that high. Number 6. Louisiana. The second hottest state in America by annual average. But the real problem is that Louisiana heat never turns off. In the desert, the sun goes down and the ground dumps its heat into a dry sky. In Louisiana, humidity acts like a lid. And there's a physical reason this matters more than a big thermometer number. Your body has exactly one cooling system, evaporating sweat off your skin. When the air is already saturated, that stops working. You can be standing in 95 degrees and be in more danger than someone standing in 115. Number 5. Florida. What's the hottest temperature ever recorded there? 109 degrees. Monticello, 1931. That's the all-time record for the Sunshine State. Lower than nearly every other state. It's a New England number, so Florida's not that hot. Florida is the hottest state in America. By average annual temperature, it wins at about 72.6 degrees. And it has held that title since record-keeping began in 1895. The ocean does both things at once. All that water stops Florida from ever spiking. It also means the state never gets a break. No cold snaps, no cool nights, no off-season. Arizona gives you 4 brutal months. Florida gives you 12 warm ones and never lets go. Number 4. California. Specifically, Death Valley. Forget 1913. The modern, verified record is 130 degrees, hit in 2020 and again in 2021. That's not weather. That's an oven with the door welded shut. Number 3. Nevada. And this one is urgent. The 2 fastest warming cities in the entire country are both in Nevada. Reno is up 7.9 degrees since 1970. Las Vegas is up 6, not on a hot day. On the average, the whole baseline moved. Vegas hit 120 degrees for the first time in recorded history. And that same year, heat contributed to 527 deaths in Clark County. Phoenix has a city heat response office, and Arizona has a statewide heat officer. Nevada has neither. The fastest warming state is one of the least prepared. Texas number 2. Texas. By average summer daily high, Texas is the hottest state in America. 93.6 degrees statewide, every summer day. And Texas heat comes in 2 flavors. West Texas gives you the dry oven. The Gulf Coast gives you the Louisiana problem, where your cooling system shuts down. There is nowhere in Texas to run. Number 1. Obviously, but not for the reason you think. 4 things you don't know. 1. The ground is a weapon. Phoenix has a burn center that treats people injured by the sidewalk. Outdoor surfaces reach 100 degrees. According to the center's director, a fraction of a second of contact gives you a 2nd degree burn. A minute gives you 3rd degree. In 2008, they saw 9 contact burn cases. By 2023, 120 people fall in their own backyards and can't get up. The fix made it worse. Phoenix coated 140 miles of road with reflective, cool pavement. It genuinely lowers the surface temperature. But researchers found a person standing on it experiences a radiant temperature almost 6 degrees higher because the reflected sunlight goes straight into them. The pavement gets cooler, you get hotter. 3. The nights are the real story. In July 2020, Phoenix set its warmest overnight low ever. The temperature dropped all the way down to 97 degrees. Phoenix nights have warmed 6.5 degrees since the 1970s, double the national trend. Before 2000, the city averaged about 5 nights a year that never fell below 90. By August 2024, it had already had 37. Your body repairs heat damage overnight. Phoenix stopped offering that option. Or, it's hot enough to ground planes. In 2017, American cancelled 50 flights out of Phoenix because the Bombardier CRJ has a maximum operating temperature of 118 degrees. Hot air is less dense, less lift over the wing, less thrust through the engine. And one last fact, the one that stuck with me most day. In Maricopa County, among people who died of heat indoors, 88% had an air conditioner. 70% of those units were broken, and 3 out of 4 heat deaths happened on days with no heat warning issued at all. It's not the record-breaking day that kills people. It's the ordinary Tuesday with a dead compressor. The 3 that are actually cool Hawaii. The all-time record high for the entire state of Hawaii is 100 degrees. Pahala, Big Island, 1931. 95 years later, nothing has beaten it. That's the lowest all-time state record in America. Tropical Hawaii has never gotten as hot as Vermont. The Pacific simply refuses to let the islands overheat. And it snows there. The state record low is 12 degrees at 14,000 feet on Mauna Kea. Hawaii is the only state that has never recorded a temperature below 0, Alaska number 2 with an asterisk. In June 2025, the National Weather Service issued the first heat advisory in Alaska's history. The threshold, 85 degrees in the interior, 75 in outlying areas. Laugh if you want, but Alaska is warming more than twice as fast as the global average, the fastest warming state in the country. Alaskan homes are engineered to hold heat in. Almost nobody has air conditioning. 85 degrees in Fairbanks is a genuinely dangerous day. Washington number 3, and the most important entry in this video. Washington summer's average in the 70s. Seattle is one of the most comfortable summer climates in America. It is also one of the deadliest. Nationally, 91% of US households have air conditioning. In the Seattle metro, it was 44%, the lowest of any large metro in the country. In June 2021, the heat dome arrived. Portland hit 116 degrees. Seattle hit 108. More than 600 people died. Phoenix survives. 118 routinely. Portland lost hundreds at 106. The difference isn't the temperature. It's whether anything was ever built for it. By all-time record, California. By average summer high, Texas. By year-round average, Florida. By days above 100, Arizona. And by sheer physiological danger on one specific afternoon, it was Wisconsin. Heat is the deadliest weather in America. Not hurricanes. Tornadoes. The world record might be fake. Everything else here isn't. Drop your state in the comments and tell me what your worst summer day actually felt like.